Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. That sweet transition we got for you guys. We got game number 3, Espada versus ferzee, coming at you. Hold on, I'm posing for a picture. There we go. All right, we just had to. We're famous here. It's understandable. Got cameras everywhere. We got game number 3. In fact, let's just get into the game. I don't know where we're on us. Here we go. The draft is back. I'm BreakyCPK, joined by DeMoN once again. This is the GG.Bet Invitational, of course. And we have a similar opening. Not the same by any means. A Weaver Undying. They did not pick up the Drow next, and understandably so. Centaur and a Rubik, though, for the other side.
So I guess they're changing things up this time around. I mean, I'm surprised they let ferzee still first pick this Centaur. I mean, that guy, I mean, I want to say he really carried the game, but he kind of won the lane with the Rubik. Well, direct counter there. Actually, they don't know why they didn't ban that PL. But they did up for the Undying, hoping to actually win the lane against potentially. I mean, they can send him anywhere. He can potentially go in the off lane, or he can go secure the safe lane. But I think with the given matchup now that PL's picked, I think he's probably better off in the safe lane with a +1. And Weaver versus PL, I think it's a pretty okay matchup. And PL does well because I mean he can doppelganger to both kill the Tombstone and bugs almost immediately. So I'm actually kind of surprised they let him go.
Yeah, what do they ban instead? Bloodseeker, Necrophos. I mean, I guess those are both Weaver counters to an extent.
Yeah, and
so.
Silencer, I guess.
Initially,
but I mean, they were 3 good bans too. To be honest, it's just whatever you want to play against, and they probably felt more comfortable playing against PL than anything because maybe they have an answer for him.
That had to come to mind when they were thinking of the bans, of course. So yeah, it does slip through. ferzee snatches it up. And we were also talking about, yeah, ferzee last game, they second picked the Bane, and then it was a Rubik third pick. So Bane is still available. They could still go that direction themselves. But focusing more on Espada as they had the third pick right here.
I mean, Centaur is just, in general, he does. Was it first? Yeah, it was the first pick Centaur, right?
Yep.
No, it was first pick Weaver into Centaur Rubik.
Well, yeah, first pick for ferzee is what I mean, yeah. Okay, Earthshaker helps against the PL, I suppose.
Yeah, he's just going to be able to, I guess that's double melee support now. He'll be able to secure the bottom lane by like blocking in. Just, I mean, you can still say Enigma, no. But offlane will be a little bit easier now because you have the block and you have like an easier wave closer to your tier 3. So that's nice.
5 seconds remaining.
Can still be Weaver Shaker though. I don't think you want to put Weaver against Centaur. You don't do enough damage, dish out enough damage for him.
God, more value for the Rubik, though, with that spell steal. Our Shaker, you know, still in that fissure, feels really good because of the insta-cast. This is going to be yet another good game set up for Rubik in that sense. We saw King R make some big plays last game with him already.
Actually, thinking about it, I actually completely neglected that he had his aura on Rubik the whole time, aggressive aura. So that's why he's able to. That's why Centaur was dishing out so much damage, and maybe that's why he was able to kill those birds, right? Because it has some sort of magic immune. And it's good for his Visage too.
Very true.
Yeah, I was like wondering why, and like, obviously.
This game, you want to be a little more careful with that. Obviously, with the Earthshaker and even Undying, I mean, there's a fair amount of magic damage to worry about. But
that's why I'm rank 400. I don't know these little mechanics here.
Still working on that after all these years, huh?
Come on,
you don't know everything in the game. You know, all these other players definitely do, right? It's so easy to know how every dispel works in the game.
Sometimes it's
don't get me started.
Sometimes it's easier when you're playing the game itself rather than just like, you know, casting.
True.
You're focused on your own hero and kind of like what's going on in the game with one side, but here you're just analyzing both sides of the team, what they want to essentially kind of be doing.
We're going to learn together, you know?
Yeah.
I'm still learning myself, yeah.
Learning every day, man. If you're not learning every day, man, there's something wrong here.
There you go. Today I learned. Espada, 4th pick. There's the Bane, by the way. Again, ferzee, kind of comfort, I suppose. They ran the last game with their victory there, so Vansker played it.
Yeah.
Is that Weaver going to be an off lane?
No, he has to be off lane. He can't go safe lane against Centaur. It's like
okay.
Well, actually, with the Undying, can be okay. But the thing is, you're gonna have a sentry and then one combo. He's gonna die, like for sure. Like level 3, this Weaver will just be food. It's similar to Drow, right? These are like low HP agility heroes.
Yeah.
And you're going to probably ask me, what does he need? I don't know, man. I don't know what they need, so I'm just going to answer.
All right, we'll skip that one then. Too predictable, I see. Here we go, that 4th pick.
That's fine. Yeah, I can work with that. It's good versus PL. Yeah, that's actually a good pick. He has a decent hero pool, or HP pool. I mean, you can still burst the hero, but he has high armor, so you can't really necessarily right-click him down. But to win this lane for them this time around, like ferzee has an easier matchup because it's like they don't really need to play around their cooldowns, maybe mana costs. But Terrorblade's first meta and Undying's zoning is going to really change them, and like hoping he gets enough decays and get enough harass and denies in the lane. So it's all about level advantages, because once ferzee's, this Rubik and Centaur gets their fast 3, it's all about kills, and they can pressure this lane very, very well. But if Terrorblade gets a faster 3, likewise with Undying, they're able to zone them out, then they can win their lane. But like it's still in favor in ferzee, what I feel. But like it's easier for ferzee to play the lane in comparison to Espada, because it's a little bit more complex in that sense for Undying and Terrorblade. And it's like this level 1 block matters a lot for them.
Both teams still needing their mid hero most likely. Final ban. You know, it's kind of interesting they ban Ember Spirit, because I'm actually sitting here thinking for ferzee that Ember Spirit might have been a pretty good pick, but I suppose for Espada it could have been too at this case, so not going to see it here. Invoker does still come to mind for me, frankly, for both sides. Could be ran here, especially that Quaswex Invoker we've seen a lot lately.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's pretty. It is good for them because they do have a Terrorblade. It's good against. They have 2 melees, Undying and Earthshaker. You only have 1 stun, so I think Invoker has a lot of freedom. He can, and they have good setup too. You have a Rubik, you have Centaur, you have a Bane. So like,
I'm an Invoker player. I just love to see Invoker.
Yeah.
Seems again decent here.
Invoker seems pretty fine.
Leshrac against PL though. That's a strong pick.
Invoker. Zeus. Oh, that's pretty good too, actually. Yeah, Zeus. I mean, you have. It's good against Terrorblade. It's good against Shaker. It's a weird matchup in mid lane. I think it's kind of like they're both just going to be spamming each other, so they're both going to be farming.
Yeah.
But I think, yeah, I like the Zeus pick a lot. They want to play a fast-paced Dota. Like you pick Invoker, he's just going to chill and farm, and it's just like with the Zeus pickup, because you don't want you're gonna have Invoker and PL that's just constantly farming, right? But then with the Zeus, they're gonna be able to constantly pressure. They have this global presence as well. Whenever Centaur has his fast blink, I assume he's gonna have a pretty both heroes are gonna farm, the Terrorblade and Centaur, regardless if there's gonna be kills or not. But once he gets his combo alongside with Rubik, his aura, if Rubik and Centaur constantly play together, they're gonna be able to kill anyone on the map, over and over again. Doesn't matter who. It's Terrorblade, this Weaver, Undying, Leshrac. Doesn't matter.
So that off lane for ferzee in this case specifically is going to be shaped, or the ideal would be for it to shape up nicely, kind of control the tempo for the game.
Yeah, my prediction 2-1 for ferzees, just based off the draft alone. But yeah, I mean, Espada needs a lot of work to do with their lineup. Like I said, it's just these lane matchups. They need to focus on winning their lanes, because if ferzee, once again, they're able to win their lanes, and they're going to snowball their heroes. PL with his fast defusal, Centaur with his Vanguard into Blink. It's just, I don't think Espada really has a strong answer for it. And their lineup feels a little bit slower in comparison to ferzee's. They need a little bit of time to get online. You know, Leshrac getting Bloodstone, Yules. They just need a lot of items that I feel, and they need to be able to survive this early into mid-game.
As we're loading in here, once again, you take a look at the group stages. This is Group B. We got ferzee versus Espada. Alliance will be taking on, I suppose, HM as they're tagged up right there. But they're the open qualifier team out of the Czech Republic. Don't know too much about them, but we're going to find out just after this series. In another best of 3. So into the game, though. As you guys see.
Sound effects sound so funny.
I know, that's...
It's like a little lion roaring, right? A baby cub. Did they hear that, too?
Yeah, they definitely hear it. Yeah, they've been making a point of it, yes. Might be a little loud. I apologize, guys. I don't know if there's a way I could actually change that, but okay, I'm just trying here. All right, here we go. Game 3, though. Rubik and Undying saying hello to one another.
Whacked.
Yeah, there you go. Get away. It's my area.
This is the patented Yapsor builds with boots first on Rubik.
Oh, yeah?
You don't see that often these days. Oh, he found the ward. He knows the ward, too. He's pinging it out. It's like, hey, what's up, man? I'm going to de-ward this. I'm pinging it out. Got this.
Yeah, he was given the sentry.
Oh, he's double-checking.
That's in range. Yes, it is. There you go.
King R, God.
All right, good start there for the Dire team. Taking away that.
How many kings are there? There's Sumail, there's King RD, there's King R.
Sumail there. I mean, I suppose the king, yeah.
There's 3 kings, right?
LeBron James.
Oh, Snake King, too.
Oh, okay.
LeBron James, yeah, he's another king.
These are the group of kings, yes, that we know. All on par. Nice job with the counter word though early on. The bounty rune battle, it's 2 for 2.
Courier snipe. Van score. Oh my, dude, he's too early. Bro.
Oh.
Dude, too greedy. Chill out, man. You can't do it like that on a creep wave because it's like you're in vision of the hero. You have to chill out and just like let it come back. Like, yeah, he may not get his salve, but you're going to kill a courier, man. It's a big deal already.
Look at Van score, he's still hunted. He's just going to flank Nyx in the end.
This is, I feel it's kind of pointless. You need to go top, bro.
Yeah, it's almost like one of those cases like, well, crap, that didn't work. Now what? Yeah. He's going to TP out.
It matters a bit. I mean, you just... I guess you didn't lose anything out of it. I mean, simple little mechanics. Sometimes that was just greedy courier snipe. Obviously, if you got that, it was very... It's like those high risk rewards.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. I know all about that one.
Oh, yeah. Seen that before. Yeah, Bane going for the big play. Doesn't really happen. Not the end of the world. Top lane now. See bottom lane. Rubik doing the pull, by the way.
I think this mid lane is like kind of irrelevant. Because both heroes are going to farm with their spams. Is this bottom and top lane are the ones to really look for. Top lane, yeah, they both have kill potential on both lanes. So bottom lane, I think, is a little bit more entertaining to watch here.
Yeah, that's what you're getting at with the... I mean, we just saw last game, of course, with the Rubik. Now, Undying does change it up a bit. You know, he's not a hero that you're going to be able to kill easily. That decay, in fact, now up to 12 stacks. Landing some... well, that wasn't a double decay, but either way, that's the idea.
Both of them are just trading farm. It's going to be hard because you're going to be stacking up all this decay, and if you ever use double edge, he's going to be like... He already has no HP, but at the same time, Undying has no mana either.
Yeah.
That's fine. Terrorblade just completely free farming. He denied a... They practically denied a whole wave here, too. He's going to get his 3 relatively soon.
Yeah, he's 8 and 5 to start, so we saw the pull earlier from Rubik trying to help out the lane, but Terrorblade again was able to tank it under the tower, or in front of the tower. And
I think he probably should have bought a magic stick on this Centaur, but whatever. It's a little too late now. He's probably just going to salve up now and just... He's good, because Undying has no mana, and then he's going to get his strength back, and he's good to go, but at the same time, Terrorblade already has... Like, he's been completely free farming.
what is Misha doing?
Oh, he's trying to suicide, and King R, the king, is actually here to TP, and just now he's just wasting his time completely. He's
like, come back, come back. I thought you wanted to die.
This actually hurts so much. Like, that was a good TP. He didn't want to feed a free kill on free gold, so he has to run all the way. Man, this is called the walk of shame right here. Yeah. No boots, just depressing.
Limping away on Undying.
I think ideally you want to just TP back. It's faster, but that's me.
Yeah, it's such a mind game there because, like, at the same time, he does give 134 gold or whatever to every player on the other side, you know, when he does that. So, but as you're suggesting, I mean, the TPing in and stopping him from doing so, it wastes all the Undying time, and that's what you're valuing here in the end.
So similar to last game, like the Centaur was able to snowball so well because you can see it says like you just have to block the big camp. If they actually watched or paid attention, I guess you don't really have time to, but if you want to skim through it, it's like they constantly just stack this big camp here, and Centaur. That's why Centaur was able to farm such a fast blink.
Okay, yeah.
That's not how you pull the big camp, buddy.
Teach us, Demon. How do you pull the big camp?
You got to pull a little bit above. Can they see my pings?
Yes.
Yeah,
right here?
You need to pull right here and let it hit you. That's the only way to pull it.
If you hold down control, you can draw stuff, too.
Can you?
Yeah, look at that.
You don't want to do that, man. That's going to draw something very...
let's... Okay, yeah. You're not a player. You're a caster. All right, here we go. Professionalism.
Yeah, I'm professional now, man. Oh, Van score. It's probably suicided.
Mid-tier. Popular this series.
I mean, remember, just the old way was just suiciding by neutrals, man. And eventually probably Valve is going to be like, hey, man, you guys are abusing this too much. Let's just give a little bit more gold by suiciding. I don't know, man.
Well, they made it to where it's like, 26 seconds or something like that to respawn now?
That's neutrals.
The neutrals,
yeah. If you suicide like that, it's still fat. Neutral, that's actually pretty depressing. Early in the phase, 25 seconds is way too long compared to like 10 seconds spawn time.
23 and 10 terribly, but how about the Leshrac? He's 24 and 6 here in the middle end, 18 to 1 Zeus. So Nyx is doing pretty good.
It doesn't matter in this denies. It's just like I said, both heroes are going to farm. Oh, Sheikah.
Dive the ban. That was an actual death right there. Yeah, the fissure to finish the job. Didn't necessarily catch that, unfortunately, but 2-0 start for Espada.
That was first blood. Yeah, I heard first blood.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that was.
I guess when you suicide, you don't feed up first blood. I forget. It's mechanics, man. These Dota players are like, Dota just constantly changes. That's what makes it like super entertaining, man. It's just always changing. Even me, you know, playing in the scene for so long, like these new mechanics here and there.
Oh, we've talked about that before. That just exactly from patch to patch. Now, you know, it can be frustrating at times, to be fair, but you can appreciate in the long run what it truly does. You know, we don't have a still game. It is constantly shifting because of it.
7.20, please.
Yeah, that's a touchy subject right now, DeMoN.
Volvo.
I believe Valve did make the announcement recently in a Reddit response of probably going to be a little longer than people hoped for. So, eventually, though. Eventually.
Oh, nice D ward by Zeus.
Get the middle lane ward. I'm watching bottom lane. Centaur is trying to juke this whole time. Going to be body blocked a little bit of Amisha, but a lift in the air throws him away. And Centaur is fine, but you mentioned the middle lane, so it looks like he countered there. On the lightning bolt spam.
Yeah, it's hard lane for Centaur now. What I was just mentioning earlier, it's all about the laning phase here. And Centaur, unfortunately, he had a very underwhelming start. Not really his fault. It's just how they played the lane. It's just like Terrorblade had like 3 waves for free, and he was able to like, and Undying didn't get any EXP either, which is fine. So like, you know, this Terrorblade is already at 5.5, almost level 6, and Centaur's barely level 4 here.
Yeah.
And they need this rotation from Zeus. Nice ulti. Where'd he go?
Yeah, that was top lane. BZZ goes down. They started jumping on him, and Alpha Ninja got the call. Thunder God's Wrath comes out.
KS.
Sure.
So the next play, when Zeus gets his ulti up in about 60 seconds, either he's likely going to make if not make a rotation bottom, he'll have his ulti ready and they'll be able to burst down this Terrorblade without worrying because he'll be able to get a Sunder off. So that's his next big play there.
Okay.
Otherwise, like for now, like they're just going to sit back, hoping Centaur gets his level 5. And to have a little bit more burst and lockdown to be able to kill his TB. In this game, you can see they don't have a range hero, so this return is going to be useless. He's going for the pure burst damage with the double-edged hoof stomp.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only real way to kill this Terrorblade.
That's what I was going to say. Just about to reference that, so glad you did. And I know we pointed that out last week. Fan scare. That's another suicide. Okay.
This guy has some. Okay, I was going to talk about mental.
Popular strategy.
Suiciding, you know.
Top tower is under attack.
That's not really. Sorry.
It's all good. 2,000 net worth lead, though, for Espada now, so Bane is going to make his way back in. Who's in the jungle over here? That's Nyx. He's finding himself doing
so you can see he's actually giving free XP to Centaur here. Zeus is about to be level. So look, you can see they're preparing for this because Centaur's about to be level 5. They're actually going for it. Zeus's ulti is about to be up in 5 seconds. He might have gone a little bit too early here, though. Uh-oh. Yikes.
Here and there's the Sunder. So much for that.
Yeah, they went.
Yeah, I know. It just a couple of seconds more patient, and they had that kill very likely.
No, he needed. The thing is, he wouldn't have killed even if he's level 4. There wasn't enough damage. You can see he was like at 270 HP. He was 2 creeps away from Centaur, man. Just a little patient. Sorry, I didn't mean to sigh at you, buddy. What's his name again? Afterlife?
Afterlife.
Oh, here it is again. Round 2, Redemption.
Thunder God's Wrath. Whoa, okay, not even needed. In that case, he used it, but I'm pretty sure Centaur got the kill before, yeah.
This is that's what I'm looking for, man. I knew it. They were just like giving him false hope. They're like, oh, I already failed once, and it's like wait for my level. And he played a little, overextended just a little bit, and you know got the kill. Better late than never.
Exactly. Still make it happen. BCC top lane. They see him with a sentry. Bane gets cut off on the wrong side. Daxog can apply the pressure. Has a doppelganger. May need to come into play here.
It's crazy. It's like, yeah, I can see the whole map in that sense, but like knowing, but it's like you can predict these kinds of movements and what these players are going to do. But if you was actually really thinking about it, you should know like the Centaur obviously clearly doesn't have any, doesn't have return aura. So like as soon as like he's level 5, like they have kill potential and they have Zeus. So I mean for them, he should have just waited, like have, because if Undying's sitting behind him, he's going to be able to soul rip and he'll never be able to get off.
True.
I mean Sunder was cooldown too, and they know this. So I mean he should have just been jungling or looked into rotating towards top and pressuring the tower with the meta. It's just like, you know, just things small things to think about. But there's so many things that he's focused on winning this lane, focusing on just farming. Yeah. But if he's actually thinking like, when am I strong and when am I the strongest? And his strongest was just like basically he already used Sunder, his cooldown. So they're obviously going to try and make this effort again. And he just needed to look into rotating towards top.
Yeah, you see that null field as well coming into play from Rubik. He does have it offensive, so even more of that enhanced magic damage kicking in. to make sure they get that kill.
Yeah, DB cannot lane anymore. He needs to abandon. I don't know why he actually popped meta there. Like, personally, the Centaur is pretty worthless. But now, it's just, this lane is done. It's lost because he needs to just jungle now. Even if he picks up his treads, he can't do anything in this lane. He's just going to be feeding because Centaur is also level 6. Zeus is going to have his ultimate. So I think what he's going to be doing, he's going to be jungling and slowly wrapping his way towards top lane until his meta's up.
Okay.
And then for now, I think Rubik should kind of abandon this bottom lane because Centaur is a free lane now. And then Rubik can look into pressuring both mid and top lane now. And maybe even setting up with another support. Bane's almost level 6, 10 minutes into the game. Tome's being picked up, probably Rubik. I'd give it to Bane, but I guess his 6 is pretty big too. Just with these heroes this game.
That was a little awkward right there. Vanscoy was actually TPing to the shrine, and then he just canceled it and just ran over.
This is going to be pretty good here. So he might be baiting the Zeus here, smoked up on solo smoke on this Rubik. If he's able to steal this Leshrac, this is such a good Rubik game actually.
Top lane though. Could have some action up here. Sleep on Weaver. Vandal Lancer going in, the sleep taken off by Undying, and it's just simply going to be back and forth harassment in the end. So yeah, middle lane, Zeus, it's not enough for a cut off the splitter. It's going to be dodged. Well played by half an inch there. Manages to avoid a Stampede activating, going back in, lift up. The Thunder God's Wrath, couple more auto attacks. No, just the arc lightning will do him in, and they get the kill on Earthshaker. So much burst.
That's the king for you. Dude, that is so much damage. He has so many good spells. It's just Lesh, Weaver, and Earthshaker. 3 heroes. I mean, the other 2 don't really matter that much.
Well, that's enough. Top lane, by the way. Tombstone is going to be put down. Bane trying to help kill it. Gets killed by King R. Steals it. Tombstone places one his own. Now BZZ's realizing he has to kill. It's a battle of killing the Tombstone first. And they both go down. Daxok all of a sudden realizing he's in a bad spot. Triple kill for BZZ. It was a beautiful attempt, but Weaver comes out on top.
The only way he gets out of there was the doppelganger run with the illusion. Best chance, or not kill the Tombstone, just get out. That Tombstone was just, it's too good, man. Yeah. It's 125 gold.
Nyx dancing it off bottom lane. Finding himself down there, but yeah, you see the Lightning Storm stolen by Rubik earlier. You're mentioning, I mean, this is just a really, really fun game for the Rubik.
Yeah, still even game though. It's just Centaur's having his Snow Volley start. Leshrac made a good rotation because the only hero that he can't lane against right now is pretty much the Leshrac because he can just burst him down. Just out harass him. I mean, he did. I like his build. He obviously went for the hood because of all this Earthshaker and Leshrac rather than this typical Vanguard.
Oh yeah, and of course the double edge, you know, maxing that out. Hurting himself, mitigated. If he gets a double edge off here, is that a kill? A couple more auto attacks?
Can't kill. His raindrop, so we'll see. Yeah. Too early anyways, I believe. But either way, I think he was going to survive because of the raindrop. He ulted when he was still invis.
Yeah, didn't even hit. So Thunder God's Wrath essentially
Bottom lane
right there. Bottom lane. Tombstone's once again in battle. Soul Rib coming out, trying to heal Misha up enough. It's not going to be enough.
Tombstone battle.
And the Tombstone battle will be victorious for ferzee. So I suppose that's definitely a solid one to steal in the middle of the fight.
King R is always going to steal some really good spells this game. Like regardless, this is probably the player to watch here, like in the fights.
Middle tower is under attack.
I just love Rubik as a hero, man, as a spectator caster, and I mentioned this before, but I am so happy that he won the Arcana vote. Can't wait to see what sweet skin comes out for him.
At least this game, Bane got his 6 at 13 minutes, and he still doesn't have just like last game, man. These Banes are so
struggle life.
Whatever, man. I'm sure they're okay with it. You know, his team is carrying him right now. He's getting good vision out. He's taking up some pretty good deaths as well.
Yeah, ideally he sets up kind of the win in the lane now. Obviously in this case that wasn't how it happened. With the PL, he's was struggling a bit, and he still is in recovery mode himself.
Yeah, they're just waiting for the Centaur blink. Is he gonna get the deny? Nope. Gonna hit in between there.
Top lane, Stampede forward. Half-a-Nine wants the kill. Thunder God's Wrath in 10 seconds. He doesn't even need it. Lightning Bolt does plenty. He also has to fill a Discord, by the way.
That is Afro Ninja. Is it Afon?
Afro-Ninja. Afro-Ninja. Well, see, people used to call him Afro-Ninja. Gods was mentioning that the other day. I don't know if that actually was his name, though, or people just kind of made that his name. Because if you actually read it, there's no Afro, there's no Ninja. But it might be, I don't know.
Well, yeah, I mean, Afro Ninja. Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'll let you call it how you want it, Demon.
Whatever, man. I heard Afro, you know, yeah, you're right about that.
I mean, I would love to say Afro Ninja. If we get confirmation on that, hell, I would love to say that.
NA casters, dude.
We don't know what we're doing. America. All right. Bounty runes in 15 minutes, spawning soon. Looks like all 5 are going to be down here for Espada. They want to push this tower.
No, they're securing the bounty runes too.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
It's going to be a 2-2 trade for the bounty runes. Terribly's pushing bottom.
PL, I'm assuming. Okay, PL is going to get the casual Put of Defiance. You mentioned that you liked it earlier on the Centaur at least. You like it on PL?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, it's good. You kind of need the hood. But he's actually pretty under farmed, huh?
Radiant's top tower
Recognize
is
that.
under attack.
Yeah, he's recovered.
18 minutes in. Actually, it's not that bad. But yeah, hood on PL is kind of the go-to item, especially like I said, Earthshaker, Leshrac. This hood is just too good to be true. Espada is going for like another screw the Drow. Let's go Terrorblade Leshrac. Let's just go high ground here, man. The Edict and meta. Force them all back here. And Ferzees are a little slow to react here, and they're losing a lot of damage. It's 600 damage on this tier 3. Not really sure if that was worth it. I think Rubik just needed to defend a little bit earlier. Like maybe they lost the tier 2, fine. That's completely okay, but like
they were lagging.
Yeah. Oh. Brain
that's
lag?
What came.
Maybe it was just brain lag.
I didn't say it.
Sorry, dude.
No, that's obviously oversight there from Ferzee, we'll call it. And yeah, giving up a tier 2 so freely. Again, I mean, all 5 were pushing into meta Terrorblade. Are you really looking at? But Blink is ready on Centaur. Yeah, they clearly have plenty of damage with Zeus right now. So you could argue they probably should have looked to defend. However, they do give it up.
Someone's lagging, I guess.
But it is lagging. Leshrac, Bloodstone's coming.
Oh.
That's going to be a pretty quick Bloodstone considering. He's already got 1,000 gold saved out. He just needs, what, 2,200 to finish the last couple of components there. Or I guess he has the Arcane Boots.
Yeah, he has Arcane. Yeah,
so he almost has it, really.
I like his item build. This PL is going to feel like... in these kinds of games when like Leshrac snowballs as much as he does, because I mean Lesh is a pretty good counter overall for PL, but when he has this crazy snowbally star, I feel so bad playing this PL right now because he can't go into heart. He needs his defusal for the damage, and once he gets the defusal, then he gets his heart. Then Leshrac is like, I don't like really playing. And at that time, Leshrac is probably gonna have his Shivas at this time, and he's gonna be level 20, and he has just, is it 20? Yeah, the extra pulse nova damage is insane. Well, I guess he can go evasion too, but I think the Pulse Nova might be better this game because
that might be depending on how the game's going, perhaps. If PL starts to get out of hand, but right now that's not looking like the case.
Nah, yeah, you would go Pulse. Like it just kind of depends because PL being the only right click, that's why I think Pulse Nova is going to be better, and you're able to kill 3 here because Centaur's going to have Hood, but you can kill this Rubik, this Zeus, and Bane. But I think what is it? Ferzees needs to delay the game a bit because Rubik will come in handy as the game progresses because his null fill will be maxed out, and I'm sure he's going to put in the defensive position rather than aggressive. Well, I guess he can switch it off because it works well on both sides because after Zeus gets his ulti off and you just put in defensive, and then you'll nullify this Earthshaker and Leshrac quite a bit, and with the 2 hoods on the 2 cores, it can pay off. But right now, meta is going to be down. Is it going to be down? Yeah, it's already down. So we'll see.
Waiting for Zeus to return, so a bit of a hiccup there. Maybe there was lag after all. Zeus has the Aether Lens just about finished himself. In fact, I'm pretty sure being delivered, so that with the Veil of Discord, of course, has plenty of reach. A lot of enhanced damage. Is this maybe an Ags next for Zeus, or is it still too early for that?
It's never too early for Ags, man. It's good. It's just always good, and it's the global presence of it. So.
Yeah. Would have helped there. Obviously, it would have been a really early Ags at that point. But
Radiant's top tower is under
definitely
attack.
help in that case. How about this? Nick's setting up.
Ferzees is...
It almost looks like that they're the Radiant heroes over here.
Yeah. I want to kill that Leshrac, but he's so hard to kill. He's so beefy.
It's got plenty of heroes nearby, too, including Undying. Okay, that works. Afterlife walks up, kills the tower, runs away.
Call him by his name.
Old Akijib4.
Old Akijib4.
What a play by old Akijib4. That doesn't work.
Yeah, it doesn't
ring.
Let's call him Jib4. Right,
okay,
like
you do. I'm not your dad. I'm not gonna tell you what to do.
I'll call him Pink, man.
Radiant's top tower has been
Might be a little over the top there. I'm gonna draw the line there. Don't do that.
Okay. Sorry, Pink. Let's go back to Afterlife.
That's good. Speaking of Afterlife,
oh!
Bottom the Echo Slam. That's that whiffed. He tried.
Just remember What is this? What team is this? ferzee was the one lagging, not Espada.
Yeah.
So let's make that clear. He wasn't lagging. And then with the all chat by Afterlife stomped.
Yeah, that's a feels bad man moment right there, thinking he has a free kill.
Let's cut it out with the memes here. Let's focus on the good cast here.
14 Bloodstone charges on Leshrac. Good to go. As he completes
Espada has, they need to get these obs out. It's pretty important. Espada has 3 obs, 3 sentries on Undying. He knows, he feels like crap. Like, he's like, man, I'm a support 5 right now. I really want to get these wards out. But you want to get these, like, you need to smoke for these wards because they know that ferzee probably has these aggressive wards right now, and you just can't randomly place them. You know, they're going on dive here.
So Undying, you know, not the biggest kill of the century, but they'll take it. However, it might come at a cost. Fiend's Grip on a Leshrac. Weaver comes in. Going to that double edge. They kill Centaur, but they kill Leshrac just prior. So far, decent for ferzee. It could get worse, however. LTW, Metamorphosis, Aphanite in a horrible spot. Throws out that Lightning Blast. However, the auto attacks just in a range to secure the kill. Double kill for BZZ as he takes out Bane as well. So the number is looking very good for Espada. And that goes back to the starting of that. It was just an Undying after all.
No, Leshrac died too, so he lost
that's right.
5 Bloodstone charges there.
Yeah.
But like I said, mentioning Pack, it's just like it's Undying, you know, playing a support like this, you feel like really bad because he got a D ward here now, so he's able to get some wards out now. But it's just like, you know, I need to do my job here. I can't just be tanking. I don't want to be that hero to be pushing lanes. And he had to do that because he tanked the gank for the team, and Leshrac came in. But, you know, both teams were constantly counter-initiating each other. So finally, he's able to get these 3 obs out, warding the whole jungle. So Espada can be playing their side of the map more freely.
Good job by BZZ denying the tower. However, he gets caught by the fissure that Rubik stole. Yeah, still might make it out of here.
He wants that Sakuchi. Give me that Sakuchi, bro.
Give it to me. It's not going to work.
I don't know. It's just he has so many good spells to steal. He's like, do I want Sakuchi? Do I want Fissure?
He needs an axe.
Yeah,
right?
He's definitely. He was farmed. Look at his items. He has Arcane Boots and Blink Dagger. Like I said, this is the guy that's really gonna get ferzees back into the game. Just depending on what the spells that he steals this game, it can be very game changing.
Earthshaker trying to TP away. Unfortunately, finding himself running into Zeus.
ferzee, he's gonna spot out this Undying here. To say easiest kill of my life. No, he's going. Oh,
that fissure just missed. Wow, I'm almost surprised it missed. Yeah, I guess it's just a little bit off. They're gonna try to get some vision, but they'll realize.
To be fair, even if they stopped it, because I don't think anyone was planning on TPing. He's so strong right now, and Undying was nearby. I think it could have gone either way still, and I think Espada might have been able to kill him, but likewise with ferzee. So it might have been better that he missed.
Well, that's Undying. They did not miss the kill on him. However, they're going to have to dodge the Split Earth, them being Afterlife. Stampede away. Not going to be enough.
Not worth it.
No.
You're trading position 3 for position 5 here. You know, Undying, he's like that ogre. You know, so like, you know what? It's okay, man. I'm just level 6 Undying. Just chilling. I'll tank these deaths. He's level 12, twice as high as him. It's just, dude, worth, man. Every penny there.
Something about Centaur really liking to jump that Undying. You know, maybe going to think twice about that now if he sees it again. What seems to be, you know, by himself. I do air quotes here.
So you can see basically Misha's job here. It's like, I don't like, you know, maybe the first 2 games he had some silly deaths, but these deaths are like great deaths. Like, you want to run in, as long as you're getting your Tombstone off and you're getting at least 1 decay. It doesn't matter. I don't care. It's like, just tank the death. Tank these, tank the Hoof Stomp for my team. So this Terrorblade and Leshrac just has, and Weaver has more freedom in these fights. That's what it's about. Like, I don't care. It's like, I'm just a body. Just let me tank the death. Let me tank the smokes. Like, he's just running in aggressively. You see this Leshrac? This Leshrac's going to sit behind him just because it's like, let him run in first. Let him tank all the spells.
There's a reason Undying has that level 15 talent, right? It's like, because he really doesn't mind dying. Now, in this game, it's unfortunately a ways off. Being level 6 still. That's I guess the kind of one of the concerns is ideally you want him to be 15, you know, in that mid game state. So you do have that power kicking in. But
with how this game's progressing, man, he's the one that's dying. It's good though because it's like,
I mean, they try to catch, but without stuns, not easy.
Remember, it's like the spawn talent that Undying used to have at level 10, like minus 30 seconds, instant spawn.
Oh God,
it's like, but instead he's gonna stay at level 6, and he's gonna always just come back in these team fights because he's spawning like 10 seconds every time.
Yeah.
It's a strategy, man.
It's another way to look at it, I suppose. Respawn talents.
They have this all mapped out already. Look, Misha's just running around in circles. He's like, well, let me tank a sleep. That's perfectly fine, you know. Where are they all at?
Oh, there they are. Vanskirt, you got found.
It's called so what he is, it's called a walking observer. That's his job right now.
Okay.
He's not an ogre. He's not buffing any heroes. He's just gonna run in, throw out Tombstone, and provide vision. So he's like a walking observer for the team. And so this so he'll make Earthshaker have an easier jump, Weaver having more freedom. So because if Weaver ever gets stomped by the Centaur, like he's always gonna die immediately with this Zeus.
Espada's feeling it, man. I mean, they're moving. This is going to be the last outer tower destroyed. We're only 22 minutes in. Yeah, talk about they had the Olin Drow lineup that couldn't even get any tower kills for the longest time. This time, it's a well-rounded lineup, and go figure.
Put at the network, maybe. Let's see. Yeah, Terrorblade is farming.
Very good.
And both the cores, right?
Hell, even Weaver is not doing too bad.
And you don't want your Zeus to be the highest net worth
No.
against a Terrorblade and Leshrac. This PL is, it's not really his fault, it's just the way like the lineup is kind of going. He's actually opting for the Shadow Blade, which I don't really fully agree with. He needs a heart. He needs something that helps him sustain, because like this hood is not going to help with the survivability. He needs to be able to burst the initial, be able to survive the initial burst from Espada here, from the Earthshaker to Leshrac, whatever it may be. And if he gets jumped, he's always going to be dying. And the Shadow Blade, like even if he's able to get the backline, I don't think it's going to really do well for them.
I suppose he does have a pipe to work with on Centaur, at least being built. So there's a little bit of that, but yeah, your argument's still very strong.
Kind of surprised Rubik decided to max out telekinesis. I think level 3, level 2 is already ideal, but because this aura is just really game-winning.
Yeah. Earthshaker. Oh, can they not kill him? Yes, they can. The Fissure Steel to make sure. So King R Dash, as you called him earlier.
Just the king.
The king this game.
Third king? And the king Garly.
There's a lot. We went over that earlier.
Yeah, sorry.
It's too many.
Too many. King James.
King James himself. Phantom Lancer, though, yeah, that Shadow Blade. Really looking forward to seeing how that works out for him, because it does feel a little questionable. As Weaver, we've been seeing this on these offlane Weavers. He's got a Maelstrom to go with the Dragonlance, but an Axe queued up as well. So has that time-lapse lesser cooldown, being able to use it on teammates. It's a nice saving tool at points. Terrorblade, Mantis Style just around the corner.
I like what they're doing bottom. It's just Vanskors is sitting behind PL here in case of a save, or like the potential is going for the grip. Ah.
Will it work?
Yes, it should work.
They're coming. Not quick enough. However, Leshrac Splitter, the lift wasn't in time. The Splitter cast, Stampede put down. The zombies can't slow.
Run, homie.
He's trying to run. Vanskirt gets out with the TP. King R might be a different story. 1 second. Fissure.
Blink.
God, that insta-cast Fissure. Feels so good, man.
Macros? Just kidding.
No.
That was good. That was good. Really good play. Quick, fast kill out. Once their game plan here. That was good. I mean, that PL was so patient. Bane and PL, they were sitting down there for like 2 or 3 minutes, just camping and hoping they can pick someone off. And, you know, they have good wards, aggressive wards out, so they knew where Radiant was at, or Espada was at. And yeah, quick and easy. And out. I mean, unfortunately, it was an Earthshaker, but probably that was the only kill they can really get, because it was a Terrorblade or something. It might have been a little bit more difficult, knowing that he has Sunder, more HP.
Okay, there's the Axe on Zeus. So much more of that global presence even now, and just overall damage, of course, of control.
Present.
Shadowblade's almost finished on Phantom Lancer, so whether or not it's going to be high impact as he hopes for, it's there.
I like what Terrorblade's going, because, you know, your typical Terrorblades, they'd probably go for Butterfly or most likely Scotty next as his general item, but he's going for this Blink Dagger because he knows what his hero is actually completely unstoppable once he's able to blink in BKB and meta, and they cannot touch his hero whatsoever. Yeah. And that's his goal this game, and he can like burst these Rubiks, the Zeus down, because they have no defensive items. They don't have Force Staffs, they don't have, I mean, yeah, they have Blink, but he's untouchable, and their job is like, you don't want to use the Stampede for just defensive, you know?
Knockout's Wrath, they take it on time, they lose Bane in the response though, so Fissure's all over the place. Ends up being the eye for an eye. Yeah, the Zeus casted his Nimbus Cloud here. I'm not even sure what that was about.
Planning a smoke here? They haven't used a smoke yet. There's a good smoke here right now. Yep.
There you go. It was seen, though. Got the ward right there.
Oh, Brown. Sorry, Brown. What is it? That Daxak he pinged himself, so I don't know. This could be a good smoke. It's a 5-man smoke. It's pretty obvious, bro.
If he gets caught, I mean, again, they literally saw it with a ward. So, yeah.
They kind of did. They went into fog, right? Only one hero. They were like, only one hero was showing.
Yeah, you're right. They were in the trees and stuff.
Yeah.
Either way. He gets out.
And I think this... I'm not really happy about the smoke in general because it's like you're 5-manning smoke just for a PL, but there's no... You get this kill, then what? Like, there's no objective out of it. I think you should be smoking towards like mid and top, getting it warded out, and then just like maybe even forcing a fight around Roshan because you have meta up. And I feel you're still Espada. They're in a much stronger position, and Leshrac, now that he has his BKB, he's in the same boat of what I was talking about with Terrorblade. Once he finishes his Blink Dagger as well, he's unstoppable. You're gonna be able to blink in these team fights, and then you're gonna be forcing the Centaur to be using a defensive Stampede.
Yeah, which is a great feeling, obviously, for the opposition.
Unfortunately, they don't have a Yules yet to really get a Yules them when they use Stampede. But so you're gonna basically be relying on this Earthshaker to follow up to stun someone during the Stampede, or just echo slamming someone.
Stuns are pretty good against that ability.
Echo Slamma Jamma.
Almost saw the one earlier. Unfortunately, the juke for the doppelganger. We're waiting for it still.
Waiting for it.
Immersion's coming. I just feel it.
Radiant's top
Gonna have that big
tower is
echo
under attack.
eventually. BZZ, he's almost got the axe. It's basically about 500 gold away. I mean, again, they're not looking for this Weaver to do like crazy damage. So you like the axe choice?
Ooh. Wait, good
On
scan by ferzee. Weaver. I think he has. There's no real other item that he can get because you can see like with the heroes that they have physical from Terrorblade. They have all the magic from Leshrac and Earthshaker. And it's like, what's Weaver going to provide? He's going to provide these bugs for vision, running in Sakuchi, like providing this vision, being a nuisance in the fight. And like he doesn't really need to dish out any more damage with his Maelstrom pickup already. And Maelstrom Dragonlance, and the next best item is going to be this, because he doesn't need BKB either. You know, it's just this Ags will be his survivability with the extra HP already. You won't be able to burst him.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like this pickup a lot. So this Terrorblade and Leshrac can just run in hyper aggressive, is what I'd call it.
All right. Centaur, he's really living a thin line here.
Yeah, this Centaur is becoming more and more underwhelming as the game progresses because he's not able to have that snowbally start. His item progression has slowed down quite a bit. He's already 7th in net worth right now, 6th in net worth.
Top lane, they're going for Rubik. He blinks away though after the lift down here. They caught Bane. Or Bane thought he caught them, I guess. He was using a Fiend's Grip even.
I mean, you trade 2 position 5s. That's the game doesn't really change in that aspect.
True.
It just doesn't matter. I mean, I think it's better a little bit more on ferzee's end because you know where all of Radiant's lineup is, where everyone on Espada is. They just revealed everyone there, so it's good. Rubik's actually closing up on his Ags.
Yeah.
I think that's the item to be watching out for. Like, who cares about the Centaur, man? Like, the Centaur's job is get your pipe, go blink in and Stampede and hoof some Radiant heroes, and just, you know, and Rubik is going to be dishing out an insane amount of damage with this Axe. He has it finished now.
All right. Hey, you know, Axe the value is really good because not only for the 2-second cooldown, but Enchant Totem. If he happens to steal that, all of a sudden he's leaping around. We've seen that before with Rubik's.
I don't know about that, man.
I mean,
because you don't have your
don't underestimate
after.
You don't have Totem.
You don't have your aftershock.
It's not the greatest ever. Nyx running around with Diabolic Gate, the Pulse Nova as well. They find Centaur eventually. Stampede going to be activated to the stun for it. The Split Earth, nope, not going to be coming out just yet. It's a little too tough. Nice job with the Nimbus Cloud, deterring them as much as possible, but they're still going to get this kill. Afterlife just simply could not get away in the end, and Nyx wants more. Split Earth connects, but Rubik got the Shiguchi off before.
I think that's pretty lucky. Well, lucky or not, Nyx had a haste that whole time, so he's able to run toe-to-toe with the Centaur.
Despite the Stampede, yeah, and that's the difference maker.
This is their win condition here. They're going to take Roche. I'd say probably give the Aegis to Leshrac, in my opinion, so you can... Because he's like kind of like a Storm Spirit, you know? You can run in, use all your mana, whatever, and... delaying this Roshan.
Yeah, and the reset, the whole giving it to Terrorblade's a little funky sometimes because, you know, he wants to meta. If he does, and then he dies after, all of a sudden it's not as useful, so I agree.
Oh, nice grip here.
Fiend's Grip, yeah. Nyx was scouting around. He gets caught by the uphill Bane, but ILTW's like, that's my friend. Vansker's in trouble. Nyx is more than fine.
I mean, as great as that grip, he actually gripped him for like 4 seconds,
Yeah.
almost the whole duration there.
It was on the other side, though.
They don't have any damage because Nimbus is down as well.
Yep. There's a Thunder God's Wrath, but just a very desperate one at that. Vision, if anything. Fissure block, hits Rubik.
Steal that? You don't want to steal the fissure.
Oh, terrible. Jeez, he just blinks in, and he's going to scatter out the dire team. Alpha caught, however, and he is dead for 80 seconds. Nimbus Cloud killed off quickly, and that should secure Roshan now.
That's what I was mentioning. That's why this Blink Dagger is such a good pickup. You blink BKB, and it's like, what do you do to that? You have a grip, but other than that, you have to use this passive Stampede, and you don't want to do that. They knew it was on cooldown as well. So
yeah, both grip and the Stampede. So he was very free at that point. And they do give it to IL2W. Again, you can see the argument for the Leshrac. It's not like it's
so what they want to do now, Espada, is like they just want to constantly push these lanes in and then wait for the next meta, and they're going to go high ground. And for ferzee, they want to... Ooh, nice pick off there.
Okay.
Word. Whoa, that was a 1,100 gold there.
100, yeah. I don't get the gold, man.
They know BZZ is actually kind of... That was a big throw there. Like, these little kills...
They're trying to tilt him so hard right now. They're like, oh, yeah, we got you.
Menscore making that play again. He's just trying to set up for bottom with this sleep into grip, and then PL's is also playing around bottom, and then you have the global presence from the Zeus as well. Well, they're seeing if they can get a pick off. This Leshrac would be the most ideal kill. And you can already see Rubik's already making his way down there with the Sakuchi. They actually might get this kill here. They're pinging it out. Light blue, Zeus.
They're going to see him in a second. Oh. There you go.
No, they didn't see him. Corey didn't see him.
Well, I mean, no, they're going to see Nyx. That's what I was getting at. That's what had their vision on. King Art got to live. There's a shrine here. Running to it. Undying. Can he save? Soul Rip, it's just not enough.
Nice.
He's dead. He does deny himself.
It may have seemed worth it.
Not done just yet. Fissure. It actually connects over here on a Phantom Lancer, though. They are going to lose PL in return.
Still worth.
Think so?
Yeah, definitely. They got the Lesh.
He's up quickly, though.
Yeah, but he was worth too much gold.
Yeah.
That was like that. Even though that looked like a 1.5 second grip, it was worth it because if he got that BKB off, the shrine would have been off, and he would have got his stick off as well. He wouldn't have died anymore. So it's pretty good.
Even though he denies himself, you still think?
Did he deny himself?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, never mind. Not worth it.
So I was gonna say. Himself. Speaking of gold, I mean, it's.
All right.
Not so much there.
Disregard what I just said.
So with the deny, I mean that
changes
definitely
it.
Makes it
I thought he actually got the kill. So that changes everything there actually. Not worth it.
Well, again, the idea was right, but good deny reaction from Leshrac, and they're gonna push it and try to force a buyback on a Phantom Lancer. And this is already an under-farmed PL kinda. So the Echoes have the backlines. They caught Rubik. It's a pretty big kill, honestly, if they can finish the job, and they are going to do so. He's out for 50 seconds. That's a lot of utility loss for ferzee.
It's one of the worst positions PL is in right now. He has 4,300 gold. He doesn't want to buy back because he wants his BKB, and he has about like 17 seconds of spawn time. And it's just like the worst.
And now he's
Sunder up.
He's
going to Sunder the Centaur? No, he's chilling.
He's dead. That's an Aegis.
It's greedy by him there. He wanted to save it for whatever. He wanted to get a little bit lower before using the Sunder.
So now he comes back. This is what we're talking about with the Aegis. I mean, they kill the Rax, but now he doesn't have Metamorphosis.
He didn't want to be greedy there. I mean, he could have played that a little bit.
Oh, the timing of the blink and the stun. Undying is lost, but...
Oh, nice stun. 2 kills here.
A little bit of cleanup.
1 kill? 2 kills? Damn.
They're going to get undone.
Yeah, I mean, I think Terrorblade was just a little bit too greedy there. He wanted to get a little bit lower before using the Sunder, but he was already down like 60% HP. If he just used the Sunder, he would have got the Rax, and it would have been just much more cleaner. He would have backed off with an Aegis, and Ferzees wouldn't have been as aggressive as they were if they knew Terrorblade still had an Aegis to fight with. But still paid off. You lose 2 supports for Rax, but you lose Aegis.
You'll take it, I suppose.
Yeah. And so as soon as they spawn, they should look into smoking, because as soon as they spawn, meta will be about 30 seconds, and when they use the smoke, when eventually finding someone, like they'll have meta up and be ready for a big team fight.
It's Terrorblade. I have Scotty completed 3,200 gold saved up. Even Nullifier has been queued up, and he buys the Sacred Relic on top of that. So
for who?
Terrorblade.
Oh.
Nullifier. There is an Aeon Disc that was just picked up on Zeus, so potentially that Bane.
Wow.
He's dead. Centaur again going to activate the Stampede very defensively.
It's so hard for Ferzees to fight now. Ags being finished on Weaver. You saw the grip going off. Earthshaker was low, but, you know, a little time lapse to put him back in time.
That's what it was, yeah.
Yeah, he should have died there.
Deflection actually does catch, but not going to chase. So yeah, that axe coming into play already for Weaver.
Radiant's top tower.
You should just
is
go
under
Radiance and
attack.
TP.
Yeah?
I mean, it's kind of trolly, but it's just like, I don't know. I
Nullifier you're not a fan of? Is that what you're getting at?
Well, I guess it's for the Aeon disc.
Yeah.
I mean, Radiance is just good versus PL too, and just old school TB, man. Old school player, you know.
The Aeon disc interaction is interesting too, because like I like to reiterate, again, you can't use it before it procs, it will still proc. You have to use it basically after it procs in that duration. And now, Terrorblade being in that range for him, you know, the travel time, by the time it hits, it's almost like the Aeon disc proc could have worn off by then. So, again, it's not like an ultimate counter to it necessarily. So it's we'll see how it does work for him, but you'd figure that is the biggest reason he got it.
I mean, maybe for I don't think it's for Zeus. I think it's for
Oh, PL even?
maybe PL.
I suppose, yeah, with
And
BKB.
even then, it's hard because then you can just doppelganger it off. So I don't know. I don't like the pickup at all. But
Either way, has it. It is still a damage increase too. Not to overlook that, of course. And they picked off Bane. He's dead for 30 seconds. They say, let's push tier 3 again. Not scared.
it's for the damage, I guess.
There you go. One way to do it.
Radiant's top tower.
Soul Rip Centaur trying to deter them, but he's almost got his axe finished himself. He really would like that, but
Big steal a spell, man.
LCW, man, don't do this again. That's so much magic. He needs to sunder something. He runs in with the BKB. He does get the sunder off. That was close.
Oh, he stole Sunder.
Did he? Okay.
Dire's middle
Let's see if that comes into play.
I don't know what he's doing. I think he could have just stole. Like, he has Ags. There's no need. It's like passive ulti by Rubik. Just steal spells. Even if you
Spam
steal
them out,
illusions, like whatever, send it down mid. And give some vision.
That's not 2 melee racks though gone. Neither one of them was really defended the greatest, unfortunately. I mean, yes, the last time they killed a couple heroes in the end, but again, it's still 2 racks ultimately dead.
They're gonna do the same thing. They'll wait. They don't really need to wait for Roshan, but just waiting for Roshan is more ideal and safer. But I think they just hit a point where it's just like, hey, like we have all our spells, we don't need any more items. Wait for our meta, get a smoke, and just do the same exact play. They just go high ground, just siege. Like they don't need to do anything fancy. They don't need these kills. Their heroes enable each other. They can just go high ground. I guess Rubik disregarded that. Oh, I see it. He didn't want to get Shrine, so he can Sunder someone.
Oh, yeah,
Okay, big play here. He's going to blink and Sunder the... Ooh.
Yeah, the Nyx / Rack. He gets the kill. 50 seconds he's out for, but at what cost now? LTW jumping in, gets stunned by that Nimbus Cloud. The mini stun's kicking in. Centaur, however, falls. Sunder from LTW, uses it against Bansker. He gets back to full life, takes him out on top of that. King R just keeping his distance in the backlines. Now, Doxock was able to take out both Earshaker and Weaver here, so Phantom Lancer doing some good damage. LTW, he's in trouble. He's dead.
Urzi's with the big play there. King R with that was actually I was like, why didn't he go for the Shrine there?
Yeah.
Did he stole Sunder again?
He has it again.
That was
Look at that.
and it's so good because they have a Zeus. So Zeus provides that vision. He's able to blink in and always get a flawless Sunder out. So it's just wow.
That should help.
That's big. I mean, that's a reason for ferzee definitely to still be sticking into this game and having a chance. Absolutely. I mean, they have a PL and wanted to bring this up. He's almost got the butterfly completed.
Wow, lucky regen picked up by Afro Ninja too. He had actually zero mana there.
Oh, did he?
Picks up a regen.
Well, that helps. Go back to full as a result. But yeah, what do you think about the butterfly on Phantom Lancer? Is that the best follow-up item for him?
I mean, they feel that they're lacking damage. So I mean, I guess you have no choice. The fact that he has BKB and Hood, you don't really need a heart with it because you need to dish out a little bit more physical damage. And it was unfortunate there. Like, look what King R is doing right now. Rubik's just chilling, taking some creeps. Like he knows his job. That is the best spell that he can steal for them to essentially win a team fight, to immediately burst down the core, because he's going to blink in, lift, Sunder, and then Centaur's going to follow up, and they'll always be able to kill a core.
And Leshrak's a great target too, right? Because this is a guy who's usually very difficult to kill.
Terribly too. I mean, you can...
I guess either one you're fine with, yeah.
You just need to kill one of those cores. But the thing is, like, I don't think it gives enough time for Weaver to react for an instant time lapse, because these heroes are going to be instantly bursted down. Oh, he sees a shaker, but is it worth it?
Well, apparently... He will still have another cooldown.
Yeah.
It's only 40 seconds.
Love it. And look at that. He has maxed out null field too, so it's just like that bolt from the Nimbus and the Fade Bolt is going to do so much damage. Roshan's going to be spawning in a minute. So
Thunder God's Wrath wasn't even necessary there either.
I mean, ferzee definitely does have a chance to come back here. They're immediately smoking out. If they're able to find another kill out here, they're going to be able to take Roshan as well.
That net worth dipping about 6K the last time I checked before that previous fight happened. Fiend's Grip just solo Fiend's Grip on Terrorblade. That was an illusion. Never mind. However, the backlash, he did drop. Getting it in center off. No, he can't get it center off. He finally finds it as the Echo Slam hits. Bane's on the heels on the full. Zeus able to get out with the Aeon Disc for it now, but being beat down by that Metamorphosis. The lag is real thanks to the illusions. PL winning the illusion battle, though, against ILTW or Izzy. Daxak on the run. I believe the Nullfire's out. And yeah, he is in trouble. You aren't even helping to take him down. Nyx credit for the kill. Double kill for Nyx. Rubik got picked off earlier on.
I didn't like what Afterlife did there. I mean, you should understand, like, he used Grip, and Time Lapse was already used. Terrorblade was stunned for like a short duration, and Centaur decided to skip him and go up and blink the Weaver, who already used his combo, and they would have been able to burst the Terrorblade down and force the buyback out of him, and he already used meta as well. That fight would have been completely different.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, it's just he tunnel visioned this Weaver. Like, the idea was correct, because you need to focus this Weaver and Terrorblade at the same time, but I don't think he realized, like, Time Lapse was already used, and it was a game-changing moment there.
So that was the time lapse. Yeah, for some reason I thought that was an illusion, but that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
The time lapse saved it. Okay.
Yikes.
Yeah.
No buybacks from, let's go buyback here. Terrorblade and Weaver are the only one with buybacks here. Leshrac almost has his. 3 buybacks used on Verzees here.
Yeah, this is a desperate play, of course, by them trying to ninja the Roshan, but Espada's not going to let them
Desperate
easy.
plays never work out, man. Oh, Afro Ninja picked off here.
Oh, great jump on top of Zeus to sleep as well. Maybe trying to help King R. Gets away with an Andisk, but Nullifier purchases it off.
X-Men fissure right there. Blocked off.
Zeus managed to get at least Aeon Disc coming into play.
This is actually Ferzee's time to come back. All their BKBs are down. They should definitely be looking into taking these team fights. They know meta is down, BKBs are down. They should, hopefully they have a smoke, but they probably don't. But they should be very aggressive here, because the weakness about Espada's lineup is, like, once their BKB is down, that's when Ferzee's is really gonna thrive off of, because they can't really touch them. I don't even know what I just said.
No, I mean, when the BKBs are down, you know, it's a bit more vulnerable.
I confused myself there a little bit.
I understand what you're saying.
It's early in the morning.
It's still,
I'm gonna get yawn stretch here. All right.
Still a little earlier for us Americans, but we got some good European Dota action, or CIS region now if you want to look at it either way. That's a Roshan kill, and they pick up the Aegis, giving it to Phantom Lancer. Something else to keep in mind, of course, these 25s are starting to kick in. PL's 24, not there just yet. Top lane, though. They caught Nyx. He's dead. I mean, he was trying to split push during, but yeah, clearly overstaying his welcome.
So the cool thing about what is it? Espada's lineup is the Leshrak's 25 now. So, and this Terrorblade, like, he has bots. So even when they push, like, they should always be careful of Espada being able to just take their tier 4s or take their base instantly.
Yeah.
And I think they use Glyph there too. I'm not 100% sure.
We can check. It shows down here. So yeah, both teams do have their Glyph.
Oh, where?
This marker down here on the bottom left, it
cool.
signifies by the team. Same thing with the scan.
Wow.
Or unless, is it on cooldown? Yeah, I think with the pause it might have missed it, but it says they're both ready. So.
I didn't know this, dude.
There you go.
I can see the whole world here.
As we talked about.
All right, everyone's DCing, everyone's lagging here.
Yeah, not sure what that's about. Yeah, multiple players on either side just DCing for the server. So. Hopefully get back in quickly and good to go. But yeah, as I was talking about prior to that, Nyx, or so Leshrac going down, levels. You got level 25 Phantom Lancer now. Shortly after that, Doppelganger cooldown picked up. Zeus went, he was the first 25. He ended up going the Arc Lightning damage.
I mean, that's just way too good to not pass that, because it kills the TB illusions instantly with 2 of them. But like I said, going back to it, this Terrorblade Nullifier, I think it's really starting to backfire on him here. It's just, I don't know what it's really done in these fights or what it's really providing here.
Radiant are scanning.
5-second cooldown is online for Terrorblade.
Yeah. That's
Goes
nice.
out of the range.
They really have to be able to burst someone down with these BKBs, because it's just like Ferzee's lineup. It's like if they don't have BKBs, and the fact that they should all be 5 seconds now, right? 5 second. Yeah. Both heroes are already 5-second BKBs. If they're able to kite these BKBs down, ferzee just has all this freedom to run around and just do anything that they want, because I mean the Zeus is going to dish out so much damage now, and I think that's their main priority. But at the same time, Centaur has Ags, so it's just both teams have to really kite out some spells, bait out some spells to really do well, do any damage.
Yeah. See another pause here again. Lag issues, all the illusions. This is what happens when Phantom Lancer and Terrorblade go at it.
What's wrong with the server? I don't know if people are internet servers or something.
It even feeling a little laggy for us. I think it might be a little bit of the server. Again with these illusion heroes.
Brain lag maybe.
There's a little bit of that too. Sometimes it feels like that happens.
No, it is laggy. It's that interaction that it's
the reflection, doppelganger, and everything.
I hate those, man. In your pubs, it's the worst, dude.
Monkey Kings, Wukongs. Always love that, right?
They fixed that one.
Did they fix that one?
Yeah, they fixed that a while ago. It's just the PL and Terrorblade interaction still.
Yeah. Some funky stuff can happen. This is game 3, though, guys. We have this best of 3, so again, winner of this.
Is it single elimination, or how does this?
So again, it's a group stage. Here, I'll pull it up. Just show everyone. Nifty transition.
Roar.
So we're looking at ferzee versus Espada. This is Group B action. You got Alliance will be taking on HM. They're the open qualifier team, once again, for the Czech Republic. Tough match for them there, though, against Alliance, who's been on a hot streak lately, as we were talking about. So that'll be after this series. So it's kind of its own mini double elimination tournament. And then the top 2 from each group move on to then a single elimination, straightforward event. So
that is so hyped.
Yeah, let's go to Group A, actually, real quickly while we are.
Well, it's only on that screen. It's not on here. Is it showing that?
Wait. Oh, yeah, I guess it doesn't show up for our preview. No, that's a good point. It shows up for them, but just not on our preview.
Okay.
These are the results that happened. Okay, so it's actually not finished just yet. I guess maybe there's a postpone or something. But look at that. Lithium ended up beating NIP yesterday. Lithium. 2 games to 1. Lithium with Keizu, Madara, maybe next time.
It's my boy Peter.
That squad there. NIP with PPD and obviously Crew.
I saw that crazy comeback that they had. Was it game 1?
Oh, yeah, the one with the base race at the end, and Terrorblade went in. And
Ace Dota.
Yeah, Ace Dota right there. But they lost the series, as we see here. So
they won that. Wow.
So Lithium coming out now. NIP will play Spirit. I don't know if that's actually later on today or something, but either way, eventually 2 teams moving on from Group A. Back to us. In the pause.
Still pause here. Yeah. I mean, I think it's, what does Dota Plus say? Do you have that? Does it show here?
You don't have Dota Plus?
I do. I don't know how it works, though.
F8.
F8?
Should be. Unless you have it bound to something else. Actually, you might have it bound. Try like F6 and F7. Because that's the net worth. Yeah, F7. Are you sure you have Dota Plus? Cause
yeah, I do, man. I got someone donated it to me. Do I have Dota Plus?
Maybe you need to resubscribe, man. Behind the times.
It's right here.
Are you active? Oh, yeah, you have it. Okay, you're right.
Come on, man.
Yeah, maybe you need to bind it then. I'm not sure. Either way, Dota Plus says 83-17 in favor of Espada.
Espada.
Yeah, it's been in their favor for. There's been dips a little bit, but constantly rising.
I mean, I think it's more like my thing is I think it's more like 60-40, 40 for ferzees here, and they have a good chance of coming back. Obviously, it's just based off like net worth and how the heroes and win probability, but how these temp fights are going, I think ferzees finally identified their win condition here. I think it's going to be on pause soon. But just like about their kiting and how they're able to burst, I mean, they won the last 2 or 3 team fights basically off this Rubik alone with the stealing the Sunder, and that was like a super big deal that they're able to burst down these cores, and that they have now they have an Aegis. Abyssal will probably picked up on PL soon. It just makes this whole team fighting for Espada that much more difficult, and their BKBs being 5 seconds now, it's just like they can't really just blink in there and just dish out all this damage because they have this Centaur with Aghanims now. So once they blink in, Centaur's going to pop out his Aghanims, and they're just going to run around like in circles, and just, they'll be able to tank these spells from them, and the BKBs will be down, and the Zeus will just dish out an insane amount of damage on them.
Again, we've seen these Aeon discs come into play, so going back to the Nullifier, like, I understand on paper the logic there, but like we've seen now a couple of examples, and we talked about when you first picked it up, it's just, in practice, it really isn't as efficient sometimes as you would hope it is. Because not only do you have to be right on point with as soon as the Aeon disc pops to then use it, but again, there is that travel time, and that's if you've used Nullifier, and, you know, especially in the meta form, you'll have some distance in between you, possibly, that by the time it gets to him, like I said, it would have worn off or going to be wearing off soon anyway, so it's like, really, is it doing enough?
I guess I didn't factor in why Dota Plus said they have such a high win percentage, because Versus actually used all of their buybacks in that last team fight, which is why, like, this Aegis is still a big deal, but, like, if they manage to kill Zeus before he gets his cheese off or whatever, then, like, yeah, the Zeus can't die. This PL is fine because he has an Aegis, but everyone else, it doesn't really matter about everyone. It's all about the Zeus and PL, I feel like. And the positioning of Rubik as well.
Well, we're back. Looks like we are good to go for the time being. That net worth has, again, been a rocky road up and down. It's back about 6,000 net worth lead right now for Espada, but really, in a game like this, net worth doesn't necessarily mean a whole lot. Going to come down to execution within these fights. Weaver is almost level 25, and again, the Shiguchi movement speed you definitely figure here we're going to see. So it makes him a little more slippery even as the game moves on.
It's kind of hurting him now with the Ags on Weaver, but I think it's still fine. He should just way too many items in his pocket.
Yeah.
Oh, DD picked up on PL. It's going to be a big deal here. 6-second cooldown on the Fael being level 25. Tome being dropped.
Tome being dropped?
Tome?
Oh, on the Radiant side?
What's that?
You said the Tombstone. I thought you meant like an experience tome. I'm like, okay, cool.
I said Tome, huh?
Yeah.
Tomb.
Tombstone. Got you.
Sorry, man.
He is level 16, by the way. So again, at least he has that 15 talent.
Yeah.
Which is
But this
good.
PL feels pretty much almost unkillable now with this 6-second doppelganger cooldown. He can always dispel the reflection. I think Terrorblade kind of understands that. That's why he didn't go opt for his level 20 cooldown spell. It's little things to look at.
Okay.
Yeah.
On Zeus there, you're talking about?
No, PL's cooldown.
Oh, PL, yeah.
Doppelganger, and Terrorblade is level 20. He got the 10 all stats.
Ah. Oh, very interesting. Yeah.
It's little things, you know.
It is.
That's what I'm here for.
Oh, that's absolutely. Thank God. I'll do a solo cast. This would be awful right now. Satanic has been queued up for PL. Yeah, I saw he had the Basher even queued up earlier. Anyways, get that in a second.
What?
That's not sure what to make of that.
You can't do that. You can't pop your Stampede like that. You need to be able to run in. Like, this PL needs to not be scared. Like, he has a BKB, he has an Aegis, he's so strong. He needs to just run in and tank some spells, and then if they pop their BKBs, that's when you pop your Centaur ulti, and that's when you're enabled to fight and dish out like as much damage as you can, because you're actually untouchable, right? Well, it's only 40. Oh, it used to be higher, huh? They nerfed it. It's 40%.
Yeah, it used to be like 60%.
But still, I mean, it's good enough, man. You're tanky as hell, you know? Just double your HP, basically.
Pretty good. There's that Satanic, speaking of being extra tanky. So yeah, the Abyssal Blade, I mean, it would have made sense to me, if anything, to help with the Terror Blading and keep them in place, but...
He wants more sustain. He needs more. He knows he needs more HP. I think he should drop his treads. Okay, yeah. There it goes. He needs your defusal for sure to dish out that damage. But he has his Aegis. He should... What's the timer? It's like 2 minutes? 1 minute. 30 seconds.
Minute 40 or so, yeah. So a little bit of a window here, and you can tell Espada's...
He needs to use this because they don't have buybacks, and
yeah.
They need to bait out spells with this Aegis. But how do you check Roshan timer? Is it just go?
It's this right here, this Roshan guy.
But how do you know when it's like...
3 minutes. When it hits the 3-minute mark is when it will be reclaimed.
Unfortunately, they're unable to use this Aegis, which is probably Espada's timing here. Oh, Undying actually got his level 15. He's 16 now. 50 minutes in the game.
Good for him.
Double Tombstone. Good for him, you know. His level 20 is actually bigger. The 6 Tombstone attacks to destroy, even though they have a PL. You don't want to use all the illusions to really kill a Tombstone, you know.
True. Especially when there's hey, we've seen strategies where you even give the Aegis to Undying. You just run in their base and ultimately get 3 Tombstones as a result. That'll pop up, and
it's crazy.
It just overwhelms the other team. So
you got a refresher too. You got 4 Tombstones.
Oh yeah.
Buyback and bots, 5 Tombstones.
Gotta respect. Okay, well, let's calm down here.
Sorry.
Try and kill. That's something that we haven't seen done yet, in fact. So Espada going for it.
Top shrine is under attack.
Get some kind of activity going, objective, and Centaur, reflection, here we go. Maybe a Stampede, not just yet. Stun hits, it hit also the Bane, the Splitters will miss.
That's it, 1 BKB down from Terrorblade.
Yeah, got that taken care of. They'll kill Bane as a result. He's dead for 90.
Zeus is just chilling.
Got Phantom Lancer way over here too.
He wants to buy his Hex, but he doesn't have enough. He's so close.
Oh, if they see it, they do. He has a haste.
He's dead? He's dead.
He is dead.
No,
Maybe.
he's not
Aeon
dead.
Disc. Pretty good. He also has cheese, remember. Okay. Aeon Disc, that's
I think
very good item.
more game-winning haste than the Aeon Disc.
True.
Yeah.
Yes.
'Cause
The
he
combo of
Because
both.
the Weaver would have been able to chase him down regardless.
Dire's
Even if
bottom
he had
shrine
Aeon
is
Disc
under
but not.
attack.
Leshrac going to push out the bottom lane. Going to use the
Dire's
heart, the
bottom
scythe
shrine
queued up.
has fallen.
Speaking of that item, they think there might be some vision here. Not the case. Any gem or
Heart,
anything like that?
Heart picked up on Leshrac too.
Yeah.
It works both ways. You get more HP, more sustain, but at the same time Zeus does more damage based off his percentage.
Oh, so yeah, kind of a give and take there, I suppose.
So almost 10 buybacks from everyone. No Bane just bought out there. Lesh will have his buyback soon, and same with Terrorblade. They're both 100 gold away. So
Speaking of Terrorblade, by the way, this is kind of big. The refresher orb recipe is being delivered. So he'll have double meta as well as every item, of course.
yeah, this next team fight will be crazy. This game can be 70, 80 minutes long.
All right, I'm ready.
Oh man,
You're sitting back like, wait, did I just say that? No.
it wasn't. I didn't sign up for this, but you know it happens.
It does happen sometimes,
I
especially in the
enjoy
CIS region, man. Something about I swear we have these.
It was
long
it was with
games.
Ferzees too, right? It was like a 2-hour game with this guy.
No, there's yeah.
They're ready, man. They're like, you know, the mental fortitude we talked about. It's like, man, we weren't prepared last time, but this time I'm ready. We're ready for this 2-hour game. We've done it. We dealt it before.
Here we go. So we're not even halfway done, as you're suggesting. 2-hour game.
Yikes.
Let's go, baby.
Let's go, baby.
Phantom Lancer. He
And
does
hype.
have the Bastion now, queued up.
Free hype. Oh, this is it. This is the moment.
There is the
There's
smoke
smoke. Good
play.
smoke. Good smoke. Double smoke
The
play
jump,
here.
Daxak, Doppelganger going to be used. The Centaur Stomp going to miss completely. I don't even know what's going on because there's just illusions everywhere. Weaver is bursting down off the bat, so no time left to save. He buys back to LTW. Still has a Stunner, still has Refresher as well. In that meta form, Daxak. No, it's going to miss the Echo Slam. He missed it completely. The Nimbus Cloud was clearly doing some work too on the Radiant team. And with that buyback, currently nobody dead. Nullifier on Phantom Lancer, Doppelganger juke though. He gets out of it for the time being. They kill the Terrorblade actually in the midst of the fight. And ferzee, they're looking good right now. Leshrac just simply will deny himself. They all have buybacks, but they're going to have to use them at this rate.
Big steal by Rubik as well. He has to stun Leshrac.
And that's instant, especially, yeah.
Zeus's dip
Look
setting.
at the base, though.
Radiant's
They do
middle
have to
tower
defend
has
here.
fallen.
Zeus is doing that.
Right back.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
He's Octarine, so you can TP in 20 seconds.
So that jump, I mean, they went for Phantom
They're still
Lancer,
fighting here,
clearly. So I'll get back to that because Earthshaker's dead. That's a tieback. Just like that. BKB on Weaver. Oh, God, this is ridiculous. Centaur. Stampede as they run away. Are they going to go back in? Daxak wants to.
They're able to go back. They can reset. They don't have
Remember,
buybacks
these
on
would be
anyone.
tiebacks. Yeah, Nyx is in trouble. Nice time lapse. Saves him for now. ILTW beating an advance girl. That's a Bane kill, and not the biggest thing ever, though.
Dieback from him, too.
He's dead for 90. Zeus. Oh, Zeus would be huge. Nullifier. There we go. Finally comes out. Again, very late, though. Zeus, time lapse. Stolen by King R, and he has the axe. He does die himself. Can he actually keep him alive at the end? The Thunder from ILTW. It doesn't look like. Oh, the cheese is eaten, but they're all coming now. Appenine in trouble. He's dead. In the end, Centaur. This battle just doesn't stop, even. Centaur gets the Force Staff over the ledge, but they catch up. The Swarm applied, and BCC will take him out.
That was a dive. No, Centaur still has it.
He still has
He
it.
died back earlier. He doesn't want to buy back here because he wants the refresher. So hopefully they can delay it. They already used enough buybacks. Zeus, unfortunately, didn't pick up the Hex there. So please, Zeus, don't die. You're in a dangerous position here, buddy.
Good spotted.
Here.
He's good.
And he wants to buy this Hex. His Sheepstick is pretty game-changing. They don't have any like instant disables yet.
Roshan
is up. Yep, with refresher.
Nyx is by himself. Do they have a stop with the BKB? Yeah, no, they don't.
No, Bane. Bane's dead. Roshan. They didn't get to check it. Maybe I don't think the Shiva saw it. Oh, actually, it was so low already. What the heck?
I mean, they're not going. Or maybe they are. They're kind of. It's not the quickest Roshan kill. Oh God, this is going to be close. Where's Earthshaker? He's still dead, isn't he?
They need to back off here. They
They
can't
do.
do this because look at bottom. The Terrorblade is just pushing in their base. Unless Shrek
yeah.
can TP in their base and just edict those towers, but I mean he doesn't have buyback. Don't do that.
Dire's
Don't listen to
middle
him.
Dota.
tower is under
That was a
attack.
silly idea. Silly idea.
Dire's
Just think on the
middle
fly.
Maybe you can. You can force a team fight and then do it with the Terrorblade as well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, just as a kind of a distraction play, absolutely.
Yeah, because, oh no, they still have glyphs. Okay, don't do that.
You keep going back and forth here, Jimmy. Come on. Make up your mind.
It's hard. It's one of those situations where it's just like, it has to be perfectly timed in the perfect team fight because you have Earthshaker to kind of cancel TPs. So if Earthshaker's in good position, then they can do it. But it's just one of those weird situations.
Now imagine being a player in the game and trying to make those on-play decisions very quickly with less information than we have. So that's where it gets tough, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think about it because I'm switching the fog on and off from like, and just understanding it from their perspective.
Okay.
And that's why.
Making that call there.
That's why it's just like, oh, it looks like here, and then it's hard, then it is.
Yeah. What did Rubik get for 25, by the way? Doesn't he have that? Yeah, he has that Spell Amp talent he could take. Oh, he isn't 25 yet. I thought he was 23.
The cooldown is pretty good, too, because you have, like, unlimited. The unlimited lifts are pretty nice.
Invisibility.
What that Ags and the blank, the way he's been playing, something tells me we could see that Spell Amp, but his choice ultimately. Double damage rune bottom. I think they see it, too, yeah. They're going. Gonna give it to Terrorblade. He has that refresher coming up in 10 seconds, by the way. Blink currently in backpack.
Still waiting for that 80-minute game. 20 minutes to go.
No buybacks on either side, though, so this is that window.
Can be. The Aegis can be really throwy or winny. Like, it's just like you can be overconfident with the Aegis. It's free. Should be free Aegis here.
Yep. Tombstone zoning out. Daxak, he's going to kill it. Yeah, who gets what? Nyx gets the cheese in the Aegis.
Oh, the double refresher Leshrac play.
Oh, he has all three, doesn't he? Oh, he gave up the cheese, but still.
So, oh!
Bane?
Oh, this is a Bane.
It's like, I mean, it's still a Bane. It's still one hero that they're going to lose, maybe. Yeah, Weaver's going to cut him off. Anscred is going for the big play, the turn even. Not going to happen.
Ben score, my boy.
It's been rough.
This can be really big. If that tier 4 dies, they can just, like, I mean, I guess it was on Reddit too, but I mean, it's like, I know this play already. You can just smoke into their base and just double edict the drone.
Okay. And just watch it melt away.
Yeah, but you need the tier 4 to die, though, because you can do it off guard and it just dies instantly.
What about fortification, though? Is that
no, you won't know. You don't notice
it.
Because
Don't
it dies way too fast.
Okay. Well, they're going to go the old-fashioned way, go top lane. No sneaky plays here. They have middle and bottom being pushed in. Again, Bane's dead for 40, so this is a 5 versus 4 right now in favor of Espada, and they want to take it full advantage. BKB, they kill the tower. Daxak, Doppelganger's away. There's the fort. Very important fort here. That Edict, though. Refresher still in his backpack. Out comes the Nimbus Cloud trying to cut them off. Undyne, they're going to lose him, but that's just a tombstone. They'll take it. Afterlife jumping in with the hoof stomp. Leshrac into about half life. See the refresher used by Terrorblade as well. That comes into play. Has a Sunder if need be. Getting somewhat low. Trying to get, who is this? That's Vandalith. They got the size. Vandalith's in trouble. He's healing up. Satanic keeping it alive. The lift on a Terrorblade as well. Keeping him in place for the time being. Look at King Arts. A mini-mida. That looks cute. Anyways, he goes back out. They're going to kill the Rax at this point. Maybe. Pipe. Helping. ILCW. Finding himself by himself. Earthshaker and Undying are dead. That's a dead Terrorblade for 2 minutes.
Oh, the throne, though.
The throne is dying, isn't it? Yeah, the Ancient. They got to defend that. Nyx, he doesn't have the Aegis anymore. He is dead.
No one has
buyback.
Oh, no.
Did you just go all in if you're Ferzee? I mean, you kind of have to.
Yeah. What's this guy's name? Brown Daxak. Can't pronounce it. Brown Daxak. He's just running down mid.
I mean, might as well.
You got to. And Zeus can defend these lanes.
Can Weaver do something?
They actually think they're going to win here. Buy Rapier, bro.
How much gold does he have?
He has enough. He has to sell that item regardless, and he has no buyback anymore.
So the Shadow Blade at this point, yeah.
The Centaur can, nice illusion rune too. The Centaur can actually tank the tier 4s and deal an insane amount of damage.
They're going all in. Again, do they have that info? What would our timers look like?
I actually think this is game.
Because no one's up soon, yeah.
No, I think this is game plus. They're gonna go tier 4s. Centaur, blink into a tier 4s, please.
Ferzee might have done it. Weaver's up here, but with Zeus, he's not going to be able to. Scythe comes out. Weaver's going to be locked down. Pops to BKB's going. BZZ knows that he has to try to make a play or something. Oh, don't tell him. Oh, my gosh. Okay.
Centaur needed to tank the tier 4s to deal a lot more damage to the tier 4s. They'll kill him like almost immediately. Not immediately, but like kill it like 10, 15 seconds faster.
This timing of the pause and then the unpause and the media pause. This is a little funky here.
I think it's GG though.
I'm with you. Earthshaker, can he do enough? 4 seconds for Undying.
I mean,
like
they
I feel like they could delay this a bit.
like Deso queued up on PL as well. No, they shouldn't be able to. I don't think our Shaker and Weaver deal enough damage. I guess with Undying, double Tombstone, with Flesh Golem. But then again, Centaur will just pop his Pipe, which he should be doing soon. And Stampede, as long as he's in position. And Bane should not do any damage. He should just chill out. Like if they jump, you can just sleep that target and they'll be perfectly fine.
Yeah.
So it should be game, but you know,
It's going to be game for somebody.
It's there's just throws on both sides. Weaver. Whoa, Weaver has no TP.
No, he's committed. Yeah, that's what I was mentioning. He's committed to be basically like, I need to try to do something here.
I think he can even honestly. It's kind of risky, but Zeus should just ignore this top because the wave is pretty good right now, and I don't think Weaver dishes enough damage to kill the throne.
With his build, yeah, it's kind of weak.
Like if he was 6-slotted with a carry item build, then it's totally different. Zeus can just like bolt him one more time and push bottom in.
Well, here we go. We're gonna find out. Phantom Lancer, he goes to buy the Deso. He buys it. So he has that better sieging pressure. Weaver's running back. But again, did he get a TP? Oh no, he's getting stopped with an Nimbus Cloud over there. Trying to run it back. There's a fortification. Misha is doing what he can.
15 seconds here.
And now BCC's turning around. He doesn't know what to do. That is it. I think you're right, Jimmy. This is looking like the game very likely. Immersion. I mean, he has to go into this point. BKB, though, that's going to prevent it. Phantom Lancer.
Dancer on the throne.
And ferzee will take game 3 and thus the series. Moving on in the winner portion again. Espada still in it, but going to play in the lower portion of this time. I love the series, man. That was entertainment. Had an hour-long game to finish it off. A back and forth. We really did not know what was going to happen there. I mean, obviously, Espada have the advantages, too. The graphics, even you said, it may be 60-40, looking good for them. Not in the end, though. In fact, I'm looking at the...
I told you Dota Plus was wrong, man. I said it's more in favor, like, in ferzee's side, right? It said, like, 18%, 15% for them.
Well, even at the end of the game, it still actually has Espada favor to win at the very end of the game.
Yeah.
Up until, obviously, when it actually ended there. So
yeah.
That just shows you. I think it's slip of sorts.
Well, yeah, because like I said, they kind of just factored in about, I mean, why are we talking about Dota Plus here, man? I mean, it's just like...
It's a fun reference.
Pro insight here, man. It's just kind of like former pro. It was just... yeah.
All right, ferzee takes it 2-1. That means they're moving on, of course, like I said, to the winner side. Just making sure everything's set up here real quickly. Let's go to us, as we are going to go to a break. I turned down the volume, by the way. I figured it out finally, so hopefully it's not as overwhelming for you guys. But that means we're going to be setting up for our next series now. Again, it's going to be Alliance. Let me get their actual team name, because I've been saying that the Open Qualifier team, I'm blanking on what their actual name is.
What if they're sponsored? You know, the sponsors want some shout-outs.
Hippomaniacs.
Sorry.
They changed their name, because they weren't that yesterday, so... But they're now known as Hippomaniacs.
This is pretty hype, man. I'm going to catch my boy Max and Insania's game.
Yeah.
Insania, whatever.
I call him Insania.
What's his real name? I forget.
Aiden.
Aiden, right, that's what his name is. Yeah, Aiden and Quakeva.
Alliance versus Hippomaniacs. Hippomaniacs, a team that qualified out of the Open Qualifiers. Yeah, that with a straight face out of the Czech Republic. No, obviously Alliance is the favorite team. Who knows? Maybe this Hippomaniacs team is going to bust out some crazy strats. We'll have to wait and see, I guess. Yeah. Tuning into the GG.Bet Invitational on BreakyCPK, joined by DeMoN. That's your name, right? Something like that.
Jimmy.
Anyways, Jimmy. We can also call you that. We'll be right back. We need a break, clearly. Hopefully you guys do as well. Stay tuned, though. The next